You're watching Mark Anthony, the Vegas Tourist.
Well, hello everybody, Mark Anthony, the Vegas Tourist, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, I tried really hard not to make this video. I thought I had spoke my piece and needed to move on to something more positive. However, getting hammered by the comments, the emails, everything else like that about my Facebook posts and my social media posts about the fact that CES canceling for 2021 and Garth Brooks postponing his concert till February, I lay squarely 100% at the feet of Governor Sisolack, our state governor, who is absolutely clueless, but is enjoying the power trip that he is currently riding. And here's why I did that, all right? Because it is him, all right? I've been here 20 years. I have worked CES. I have driven celebrities in previous careers. I was a chauffeur. I've worked with studios. I've worked with famous musicians. I've worked with their agents. I know what's going on in the background, and what finally made me say I need to make this video in order to just lay it out there so that I can move on to more happier things going on in my life, as well as life of what used to be my career, all right? This is not going to be popular, but here it is, folks, all right? The Consumer Electronics Show, we're not supposed to call it that, CES. They waited. CES is the first major event of our year. 170,000 people show up for it. It gets larger and larger every year. Contrary to some people online who go, well, you know, it's dying out. No, it is not. It's evolving, all right? Okay, anyway, all right. There is not one segment of the Vegas economy that is not impacted by CES. It's that large, okay? They waited as long as they could possibly wait, knowing the impact to our economy their event is for us, how important they are to the Las Vegas economy. They, like Garth Brooks, waited until they could not wait anymore. And then they said, look, CES is going to go digital. Garth Brooks is moving to February. The fact that those two events happened right after our governor gave us a update where he basically said, I'm enjoying my power trip and I'm here to bring more pain and suffering to you lowlifes who live here. Okay? I don't know what came first. Maybe these two entities had notified the governor that they're about, you know, that they're going with Plan B. They held out for Plan A for as long as they could, and he needed to get in front of the snowball that he was going to push over the ledge. Or they just heard what he said and they said, okay, that's it. We're going with Plan B. Tried to listen to the governor the night before and then the following morning getting hit by these two announcements, knowing that these two entities tried. They tried, I know they tried, and they waited for our bumbling governor to do something. And when he announced that he has no plans, he's clueless to what he's doing, they said, fine, we're going to have to go with Plan B, and Vegas is going to lose out on millions upon millions of dollars and thousands of jobs. Sorry, but your governor made us do that, all right? I fell back to what is called Rule 39. For those of you that don't know what Rule 39 is, apparently you're not a fan of the television show NCIS. I am. There are no coincidences. This happens, then this happens. These two are tied together. The fact that our governor made his announcement at night, the following morning, this happens. These two were not a coincidence. I also fall back to Gibbs Rule 36. If you think you're being played, you are. We are. Okay? What was supposed to be a 2-week flatten the curve is now going on, I think, 6 months. Okay? And it's just not making any sense. All right? Now, what I'm saying here is has nothing to do with the virus, okay? First of all, CES is the first week in January, but it takes months and months and months and millions upon millions of dollars to bring it all and make it happen. There's a deadline that they had to meet, okay? They were not going to invest millions upon millions of dollars and set up all of these jobs for November 4th when either the virus disappears or it's going to become the greatest plague this world has ever seen. It's going to be worse than the asteroids hitting the Earth and wiping out the dinosaurs. Okay, come November 4th, one of these two things are going to happen. The virus is either going to be solved and not that big of a deal, or the asteroids are going to hit the Earth, all right? CES could not wait until November 4th. They had to make a decision. Too many jobs and too much money was involved. Garth Brooks did the exact same thing. Garth Brooks, come on, August. Here we are at the end of July. People had plane reservations, they had tickets, they had all this planned. He, as well, because he knew what this meant to his fans as well as to the people of Las Vegas. What his show was going, not only was he opening Allegiant Stadium, but it would be the first major concert. This was like kicking off or saying, welcome back to reality, folks. But he waited until our leader gave him a sign, all right? That's all we're asking for here in Nevada is leadership that says, okay, here's the problem, here's the solution, here's how we get from point A to point B to point C. We're not getting that. What we're getting is, our numbers are going up and it's your fault. Excuse me, like my video a while back, we're not the ones importing sick patients and then counting them against us and then punishing us for that. You have to understand, for those of you who don't live here, okay, first of all, our being governor of Nevada was not a big deal, all right? 2/3 of the population lives south of this, down here in the south, the state capital is way up here. 2/3 of the population lives under the rules and regulations of MGM and Caesars, all right? The two main employers here. Well, the only way they can operate is if they have a gaming license, which is governed by the governor. So all of a sudden, our governor is in the spotlight and he has to show leadership skills. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have any. His leadership team in this are 3 people. The first one is his state medical director. This guy is not licensed to practice medicine in the United States. He teaches it and he consults on it, but he is not allowed to practice medicine. But yet he's our leader in this, okay? The second person that our governor looks to for advice is former MGM CEO Jim Mirren. Jim Mirren brought us resort fees and parking fees, and his entire tenure at MGM, he could not get rid of enough employees. He could not fire enough people. He looked for every excuse in the book to lay people off. The third person is kind of a larger entity, and that is the California Democratic Party, i.e. Governor Newsom and Senator Pelosi. He looks to them as his mentor. These are people who believe that illegal aliens should be given the right to vote, and that economic prosperity is measured by the percentage of unemployment. Remember, these are the people who told us the more people we have unemployed, the more economic prosperity we're going to have. Yes, these are the three people that our governor looks to as his advisory board. Yes, it's that bad. So here we are. I don't know how many hundred, I lost track of the days because being a tour guide, there's no tour, so I'm screwed. Okay. The thousands of people that are still unemployed and not getting unemployment because he doesn't care and has not done anything to solve the issues of our unemployment office. For CES to be confident that they can pull this thing off in January, they needed to start at the 1st of August. They needed to look to the leadership of Nevada, i.e. the governor, to know that he had a handle on this and he had a vision for the state of Nevada and the people of Nevada and how he was going to get us out of this mess. And what they saw was a man who is going the opposite direction. He has taken us deeper into the mess. And so they had to go with plan B. I can guarantee you they did not want to. This was the last thing on their mind. Garth Brooks, the exact same thing. Garth, I can, knowing what I know about him and the people that are surrounding him, his thoughts on this event was just that. This was very, very important to him, the people of Nevada, as well as Allegiant Stadium. And he waited until the very last minute. Yes, they had this sitting on the back burner. Both of them had, okay, yeah, we're going to go digital. Any good leader says, okay, we're coming into this issue. What are our options? Option A, we go forward. Option B, we bail. Option A means they need to know that our state leadership, our city leadership, is not going to shaft them at the last minute. Governor Sisolack, he's kind of like Biden. He's not quite really sure what day it is. So for him to think out beyond tomorrow is impossible. He wants this to be over as badly as everyone else does, but at the same time, he's enjoying the power trip. And if you don't think he's enjoying the fact that he is making us into California East, you are wrong. He's enjoying this power trip. I can only, when I read that CES is going digital and Garth Brooks is moving, the image I had in my mind is this tubby governor going, yes! Celebrating. He probably did a happy dance, okay? God, I didn't want to make this video, but reading the comments, and then getting off the phone with the people that I just got off the phone with, and knowing what's coming down the road, man, he is one scary individual. And he is making a lot of people suffer needlessly for his joy. And this just proves it. I'm sorry. It just, the reason CES went digital, the reason Garth Brooks went to February is because our governor cannot make up his mind on what he's going to do next. He has no plan. He has no leadership skills. He has nothing. He is leading Nevada, he is leading Las Vegas into the sewer. Pure and simple. I'm Mark Anthony, the Vegas Tourist. You may disagree with me. I don't care. But Vegas is suffering not because of the virus. Vegas is suffering because we have an idiot governor on a freaking power trip. That's all this is. This is a power trip. There's ways around it. There's proven methods to getting us out of this hole, and he is ignoring that and taking us in the opposite direction on purpose. Okay, I've said my piece. I'm done. I'm okay. You know where I stand on this. The media on November 4th is going to do one of two things. Oh, COVID-19? Yeah, that's nothing. No. Or on November 4th, they are going to announce the end of the earth, the end of existence.